So children, here in this video we are going to discuss about that fractions. Okay, so what about the fractions? Deeply we will not discuss here, already you know about that fractions, right? So just why I am saying this concept here means it depends on that fractions only. You may read about that rational numbers, no, that's why. Okay, so fractions means part of a whole. Fraction means a part of a whole is called a fraction. Okay, part of a whole means here for example I taken one of that rectangular sheet. I divided this one into 8 equal pieces. Okay, that is divided into 8 equal pieces. Out of that, one of the piece I shaded. Okay, how many pieces I shaded here? One piece. Out of how many pieces I shaded here? One piece. Out of 8 pieces. Out of 8 pieces I shaded here only one part. Okay, so this type of representation we will see in that fractions. But before going to write that type of representations, how we can express that fractions? Children, generally you know that division. Okay, A divided by B. You know that A divided by B. In division we can say that, right? So this one, another form also we can write that is A by B. A divided by B, we can write another form is A by B, right? So fractions also is in the form of A by B. Okay, fractions is in the form of A by B. A by B, which denotes that division form. Okay, so from there only we got that A by B form here. Okay, so here in that fractions, this part we will call this one as the numerator. This part we will call it as numerator, and this down part is known as denominator. Okay, and this bar is known as the fractional bar. Fractional bar or vinculum. We will call that bar as a fractional bar or vinculum. Okay, here top of that fractional bar, this part is known as numerator, and bottom of that, below of that, okay, below of that fractional bar, this part is called denominator. So we can represent that numerator with N and denominator with D. Here this is that a fractional bar. So fraction is in the form of N by D, okay, or A by B form. Okay, so what about that numerator and what about that denominator? Okay, in that fraction, here denominator shows that total number of equal parts. Total number of equal parts. So total number of equal parts shown in that denominator. How many equal parts we divided that one? Okay, that one we have to write in that denominator part. And numerator part, how many equal parts we taken? Okay, number of equal parts taken. Number of equal parts taken. Okay, how many equal parts we taken, that one we have to write in that numerator place, and in the denominator we have to write that total number of equal parts. Did you understand that one? Now I want that how to represent this one. Okay, here out of 8 equal parts I shaded here only one part. I want to write the fraction for one shaded part. Fraction for that shaded part. So how to write that fraction here? So according to this one, just see the total number of equal parts. How many equal parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equal parts there. Out of 8 equal parts, a shaded part I am asking. How many parts I shaded here? Only one part. So that is 1 by 8. Okay. Now unshaded part. Unshaded parts. So how many unshaded parts are there? Which parts are not shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 parts are not shaded. Out of how many parts? 8 parts. So by observing this one, we can say that out of 8 parts, 1 part is shaded, and out of 8 parts, 7 parts are not shaded. Okay, that is the meaning of the fractions. Okay, here we can read that fractions as 1/4. 1/4, how we can write? 1/4 means 1/4. 1 part out of 4 parts. The meaning is 1/4 means 1 part out of 4 parts. Okay, 1/5. 1/5 means what? Out of 5 parts, 1 part. Out of 5 parts, only 1 part. We will call that one as 1/5. Okay, is it clear? So this is about that fractions, and here you know that fractions means types of fractions also there. Okay, just oral part I will tell you that types of fractions. So first one is like fractions, unlike fractions. Like fractions means all the denominators are same in that all fractions. Okay, all the fractions are having same denominator. We will call those fractions are like fractions. Unlike means the fractions which are not having same denominator. Okay, fractions which are not having same denominator, we will call those fractions are unlike fractions. Okay, next one, proper fraction. Proper fraction means here numerator is less than the denominator, then we will call that fraction as a proper fraction. And another important thing is, in that proper fraction, what is the value of that proper fraction is, that is less than 1. Proper fraction value always less than 1. Okay, we will already you know about this one in that fractions concept, just I am revising that concept. So proper fractions value is always less than 1. Next, improper fraction. Improper fraction means the numerator is greater than its denominator. In a fraction, numerator is greater than its denominator, then we will call that fraction as improper fraction. Improper fraction. Okay, and here what is the value of improper fraction? That is always greater than or equals to 1. Greater than or equals to 1. Okay, if you may get that doubt, why? Because madam, here you will get that greater than or equals to 1. Why? Because here another definition is also there for that improper fraction, that is numerator is greater than denominator, we are saying. In some cases we may get that both numerator and denominators are same. Okay, for example 5/5 is there, numerator and denominator both are same. What we will call this fraction? This is improper fraction. That is also improper fraction. And 6/5, this is also improper fraction only. Okay, 6 is greater than 5 and here 5 is equals to 5. So in these two cases also, those two fractions also, we will call that one as improper fractions. Okay, so these all are the types of that fractions. Okay, so afterwards, why madam before that rational numbers we are discussing fractions? Because rational numbers are also there in the form a by b. Okay, that one only we will tell there, that one as a p by q form, right? So p by q means that is a fraction form only, no? Okay, but here fractions means always a positive fractions we are saying, but come to that rational numbers, we have that negative fractions also. Okay, here fractions means positive fractions we are discussing. Come to that rational numbers, I am saying in that rational numbers you are having that negative fractions also. Okay, positive integers, negative integers, fractions. Why? Because integers also we can write, that one I will tell in that rational numbers time. Okay, so here negative fraction means here the fraction which is having 5/6 is there. This is a positive fraction, right? So negative means which is having a negative sign, that is a negative fraction. Okay, actually negative fractions not exist, but fractions which are having negative symbols, those fractions are there in that rational numbers. Okay, why? Because means that reason also I will tell there. Okay ma, so this is about that fractions. Okay.